All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call like how Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, peace, salutations unto the elect. Um, and the title of this one gonna be "Cursed be the whisperer and the double tongue, for such have destroyed many that be at peace, or that were at peace." Right? Because ultimately, this truth is all about peace, and um, tra- peace and tranquility amongst, what I'm saying, the brotherhood, and that's why I scripture say, if it be at all possible, live peaceably with all men, you know. Um, but it's the book of Sirach, chapter 28, and verse 8. It says, abstain from strife, stay away from strife, fighting back and forth, right? Debating, right? It says, and thou shalt diminish thy sins. Abstain from strife, thou shalt diminish thy sins. For a furious man will kindle strife. A sinful man disquieteth friends and maketh debate among them that be at peace. All right, that's what happens when a bad fruit, it spoils the rest of the bunch. All right, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So it says, as the matter of the fire is, so it burneth, and as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth, and the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. It says, a hasty contention kindleth a fire, and a hasty fighting sheddeth blood. Right? It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both of these come out thy mouth. Curse the whisperer and the double-tongued, for such have destroyed many that were at peace. Right? A backbiting tongue have disquieted many, and driven them from nation to nation. Strong cities have they pulled down and overthrown the houses of great men. It says, a backbiting tongue have cast out virtuous women and deprived them of their labors. Whoso hearken unto it shall never find rest and never dwell quietly, right? Because ultimately that's what this truth is about. The scripture says, study to be quiet, right? Study to be at peace, labor to enter into rest. All these things are of what we seeking for, in the kingdom to come. Now it says, whoso hearketh unto it shall never find rest and shall never dwell quietly. Right? The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bones. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many have fallen by the tongue. All right. Not so many have fallen by the tongue, because the tongue is an unruly evil. With it, you could bring forth praise, you could bring forth beautiful things, great things, but also with it you could bring forth destruction. You could bring forth the downfall of many. You know, you could bring forth life, or you could bring forth death. You know, it's a slippery slope, and that's what comes behind this truth. That's what comes behind the truth. You know, so you have to watch what you say. You got to watch how you deal with brothers. You got to be able to mind your business. You know. Oh, I was watching this one clip. This one guy, he was like, I don't know, some random YouTube video that he was like an 80-year-old dude, and he was like, they were asking him, how did you get that old, grandpa? He was like, I mind my fucking business. Right? You mind your business. When you mind your business, shit goes right for you. Hey, the scripture speak about idleness being teaching much evil. Right? Idleness teaching much evil. When you occupied in the work of the Lord, You occupy it in the truth. You know, you're doing the right thing, man. You know, you're doing the correct thing. You know, but when you occupy other men's lives, being a busybody, you know, you're gonna fall. You know, you're gonna fall by the wayside because that's how that's how these women are. You know, they just go on there. You know, they talk about each other live all day. They ain't got nothing else to do. You know, they figure this is it. You know, that's all their life is. You know, you watch on these damn reality shows and all this other different social media shit. You know, about who took whose man, who did this and who did that, who fought who, and this and it's a shame. So the scriptures say, whether it be friend or foe, right? Sirach 19 and actually I'm gonna start at verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasure crown his life. Right? You see what happens in the society, man. These people take pleasure in wickedness and talking about each other too much, gossiping and shit. Right? Curse be the whisper and the double tongue. Right? They talk too damn much. That's what gets them killed. That's what gets them put to death and all kind of shit. You know, they talk too much. They run their mouth. They say stuff that they're not supposed to the wrong people. You know, it gets them in trouble. Right? You trust the wrong people. You know, you're around the wrong type of folks. You know, you think these people are your friend. And here it is. You know, now they're telling your secrets. Now they have robbed you. You know, Jake is the type of people that rob you and help you look for it, man. So, you know, this is the type of people we're dealing with. Your own family members, so called, you know, that you call being your family. They ain't even your family, man. All right. And this is Jake's reality, man, in this captivity in Babylon, man. You know, for the most part, you know, the people that you call your own are not even with you, man. So, um, especially if they're not in this truth, because they don't respect the Most High, his Son. At the end of the day, you know, the truth. It says, verse 6: He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife. See, these people don't live without strife. They live in constant debate, contention, right? Because they can't rule their tongue. They can't never just mind their damn business. You know, like the old man said, I live to 80 some years old because I mind my goddamn business. You know, you got to be occupied, especially in this work. If you occupied in profitable things, you can't end up in jail. End up in trouble. End up here and there. You got to give your mind over to something. You know, you have to give your mind over to something. Now, for the majority of these people, it's to the Benjamins, to the money. But for us, we give our mind to the law of the Most High, right? Sirach, the 39th chapter, the first verse. All right. In our case, as for me and my house, Joshua 24:15, as it says, right? I believe it says what? As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. How about you, Master? That's what we're gonna do. You motherfuckers, you could do what you want to do. You could praise Allah. You could watch. You could be in the club 24/8. You could do what you want to do. But as for us, the service of the Lord, you're gonna find so doing. As is the lot of each respective individual. All right, of each respective spirit. The spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. All right. Sirach 19:6. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. Right? You have to hate babbling. You have to. The people of this world are babblers. They're tattletales. They tell all kind of shit. They're like fucking. Yeah, they're like women. They've all. They're all into this. Who did this and what. Whenever you talk to these people, they're trying to get information out of you at your job, gossiping and shit. Oh, so and so got fired. What did he do? Or where does he live? So and so, blah blah. They know each other's lives. Everybody knows everything about each other. You've been in school and all this different shit. School is just a breeding ground for gossip and who said this and who did that. Oh, so and so did this, and it's madness. But that's how Jake lives. So if you could rule your tongue, you should live without strife. You should live with peace, right? You have peace in your when you get older and you start minding your fucking business, you have a peace in your life, right? In your younger years, it's very fucking chaotic, right? You have a lot of chaos in your life because you're not wise, right? You don't know how to mind your business. You know, you get in trouble with yourself. You put yourself in trouble with the law, with people, fights and shit, all kind of shit, because you don't mind your damn business and shut the hell up. You know, learn to shut the hell up. Jake needs to learn to shut the hell up and do more listening than they do speaking, because the majority of the people don't have shit to say anyways. What kind of great knowledge are they imparting to the people? What kind of magnificent understanding are they coming with? More trap music, more trap beats, more baby daddy lyrics. That's what they're coming with. That's what we want to hear. Okay, it says Isaiah 8:20. If they speak not according to this word, is because there's no light in them. How much trap music can one listen to? How much times can you tell me that you sold some drugs and you shot Jake and you're a real street nigga? Like, how much times can I listen to that shit and it will excite me? You know, it will make me feel something. I want to shake my dreads, like Waka Flocka. You know what I'm saying? How much fucking times that is a low vibration? You understand? That's a low, very, very low vibration. So, rehearse not. It says verse 7, Sirach 19:7. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fare never the worse. See, what I'm saying, brother, tell you something, man, whatever, you're in a confidence, you're not to rehearse, what is told unto thee to another. Right? It says, whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, and if thou canst without offense, reveal them not. Right? So, for the most part, when you see brothers, we be rebuking Jake, it's all about the doctrine, it's all about the truth. If you do some dumb shit, we're gonna get on you. But at the end of the day, we ain't really telling you, dirty laundry about personal shit about brothers and shit. Where they live and what they names, legal names is, and all this shit. Jake, this is what they do, right? They freaking like they have a falling out with you, or what happened. You know what I'm saying? Now they taking brothers pictures and where brothers work, trying to get brothers fired. They're telling your side chicks that, oh, you here it is, dude. They're trying to get you caught up with your wife or whatever. At the end of the day, brother, if your woman don't accept that you can have other women, she ain't really for you anyways. But what I'm saying is, like, Jake will try to do that type of weird shit, man. Oh, so I see you. That's what they do. There's some fucking slanderous demons. Jeremiah the 9th chapter, they say what, that everyone trust not, put not your trust in every brother, for they will walk with slanders, right? Okay, so it says Sirach 19 and verse 9, it says, for he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee. If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee, and be bold, and it will not burst thee. A fool travaileth for the word, as a woman in labor with child, as an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh, so is a word within a fool's belly, right? Because when a word come to you, it said, let it die with thee, right? Like, if brother tell something onto you, rehearse it not onto another, unless he give you permission, whatever, or hey, like, for instance, like a psychiatrist, right? A psychiatrist is, by law, they can't tell anybody what you're told, what she's told, because it would be breaking something called client-patient confidentiality, right? Like, basically like HIPAA laws, for certain, other fields, right? Basically, you can't divulge information that's given to you, obviously. So basically, you as a friend, you're like a damn confidant. You're like a professional, medical professional. You're like a psychiatrist, because here it is, you telling each other this, y'all business. Y'all telling each other y'all business, man. And he's staying at your house or whatever. You staying at his house. Y'all are friends. So here it is, for you to break the bond of brotherhood and friendship. That's a fucked up thing, man. And That's why the scriptures say, "Cursed be the whisper and the double tongue, and he that destroyeth many that be at peace," because he destroyeth many that be at peace. That's what they do, right? The whisper and the double tongue destroy many friendships, many bonds, brotherhoods, alliances. They try to sow discord amongst the brotherhood, man. They try to make you look at a brother different and shit, whatever. And a brother may be sincere, or he did this to be this or that. You might be lying on the brother. The scriptures say what? Bearing out false witness on thy brother. And that goes on amongst the tribes. You know that. There's never a dull moment amongst Israel. All right. There's never a dull moment with our own people. So it says, if thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee. Let it die with thee. Let the word, whatever's told to thee, man, don't rehearse it. Oh, so going back to the example, right, of the psychiatrist, right? The only time she could divulge information to the authorities is if you're harming yourself or somebody else, right? So if you're going off on the doctor, I could tell the congregation. I could be like, yo, or I could call a brother, hey, this nigga going off. He said he was doing this and that, What do you think about it? And then, okay. But that's the only time. See, just exactly like a psychiatrist, man. You can't break the confidentiality between you and your brothers. But now, if the nigga's like, oh, I committed adultery, this and that, now it's like, okay, now you hurt yourself and others. Now you gotta report it to the authorities. You know what I mean? You can't. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference, right? The scripture say, "Speak not at all of other men's lives," right? Mind your fucking business. Uh, uh, um, if it's not really according to if he's not going off as whatever according to the scriptures, man, mind your fucking business. If he's not being slothful, lukewarm, or some shit like that, the man just, I don't know, he's into hiking or some shit. Oh, you hike, his brother like hiking, whatever, man. The brother likes to hike. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. But every brother has his preference, but his preferences, his likes and dislikes and shit. But at the end of the day, the work of the Lord has to come first, man. So, but cursed be the whisper and the double tongue, right? Because that's wickedness. So it says, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 28. It says, a forward man, no, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire. See, an ungodly man, he diggeth up evil, man. You know, with his lips, with his tongue, what he be saying. He dig up evil. He call you to the council, man, and try to counsel for himself. Sirach the 37th chapter, man. That's the type of It's like it, man. I don't know what happened, but um, they just kicked me out the stream for some weird reason. But now, as I was saying, man, the the whisper and the double tongue is cursed, man. You know, 'cause that's wickedness. You know, that's evil. That's evil. You know, scripture say, "Put away lying, let every man speak truth to his neighbor." You know, wherefore put away lying, let every man speak truth to his neighbor. You know, hold on, real quick, man. I gotta put this back on some bullshit. Yeah, hold on. I gotta freaking put this back on the thing. See, that's the condition of the. Hopefully, I can just do it like this. Just like it, man. Like it. So it says, yeah, ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire. A forward man soweth strife. Uh, 16 and 28. A forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separated chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that which is not good. Right? So a forward man, he sowed strife. He sowed discord. He sowed hatred. You know, wickedness. All right. A good man out of the good fruit of his heart, out of the good treasure of his heart, bringing forth good fruit. Right. But a wicked, evil nigga cannot bring forth good fruit. Cannot ultimately endure amongst the brotherhood. Right. It's the scripture say, honor the king. Right. Fear the king. You know, honor the brotherhood. You know, love you one another as thyself. You know, because you are what one members one of another. All right, you're members one of another. So a forward man, he's so strife. He's a whisperer. He's a talebearer, man. If he find an occasion, he'll come up against you and he'll talk about you in an ill way, with ill means. You know what I'm saying? So cursed be the whisperer and the double tongue. The scripture say, you know, to speak truth one towards another. See, one thing that I could never get down with. This is why I could never be part of like corporate America and shit like that. Because it's like you got to be a fake nigga to be in corporate America, and to be like in a management position, or to be in like, you know, in a position of authority. You basically got to be some type of snake, man, scoundrel. You got to lie, cheat, steal to the way your way to the top, to be like a CEO or vice president or some president, you know, of a corporation. You know, this is what people. Cause this is where you get the bonuses. You get $1 million bonuses, all kind of shit. So to be like some type of to work in Wall Street, oh, you got to be a demon. Oh, to be a lawyer, for instance, right? For instance, to be a lawyer, you got to be a demon. You got to be a demon, like a hardcore demon. You got to lie, defend people that lie. You know, oh, you could call yourself doing good work, but you're gonna be poor, doing pro bono and doing you know. But if you want to make big money, you got to defend the companies that lie, cheat, steal. You know, they're called corporate law, man. You know, you got business law, you got all kind of laws, man. All different kind of law you could major in, but the defense attorneys, you know, that defend like the Johnny Cochrans of the world, they make all the money in the corporate world, in the law world, if you will, you know, in the justice system. If you like a lawyer from Monsanto or something, you're making a lot of money, man. You know, you're making a shitload of money. I used to watch the show. I used to watch a few lawyer shows, but one of them was Suits, and but the other one that I really liked was the one with Billy Bob Thornton. The one I think it was called. Damn, what was it called? I don't know. I just like Billy Bob Thornton. Nigga's funny, man. You know? Might be a Jake, the old rascal. The old rascal. You know what I mean? But now I don't really remember what the show was called. Damn, I watched all 4 seasons, man. His name was like Billy, some shit. I don't know, Billy something like that. Billy McBride. Yeah. Billy McBride. But the name of the show I forget, man. But anyways, man, in the show, the dude like he was winning litigations and shit. But then which eventually he got to open up his own firm. He got to open up his own firm, but he got done dirty, blah blah. But they just showed you how dirty that world is, man. That freaking how dirty the world of so-called lawyers are, man. You gotta lie, cheat, and steal, man. Defend phonies and shit, and be fake. So, like I said, I can't be part of that damn world. I'd rather be fucking poor and shit. And that's why whatever the case may be. But I can't be no damn cop. Can you imagine being a cop being in the damn army? I know some brothers like was in the army and shit like that, but it's like it's crazy. But it is what it is. Every man's lot is their lot. So a 4-man saw strife and a whisperer separated chief friend, right? The violent man entices his neighbor and leadeth him in a way that's not right. Verse 30. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things, moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. Right? The hoary head is a crown of glory, and if it be found in the way of righteousness. So a wicked man, he shuts his eyes and he thinks about evil. He thinks about how to usurp his brother, how to supplant his brother. That's the word, because Jake is a supplanter, But in this world, not in righteousness, man. They supplant their brothers in wickedness. How to dethrone you, man. How to make you to seem, how to build themselves up off of you, right? That's why you got bullies, right? They bully you because of their own insecurities. They don't like you, blah blah, off the rip. They're trying to pick on you, whatever. Like a girl, like when you're young, like she's picking on you because really she likes you, and she wants you to, she's trying to like destroy your ego and shit, But not those are weak people, man. All right. Anyways, the word for slander, right? Because when you look up the definition of the whisperer, a whisperer is it goes into the word slanderer, So it says a slander is a state of impaired reputation, right? Disgrace or dishonor, a false tale or report that is led to mislead, the fabrication and dissemination of false tales to discredit someone, right? That's why scriptures speak about bearing false witness and discrediting someone, because when you bear false witness, that's basically like you're trying to discredit them and destroy their like character and their name and and all that, which ultimately makes them to lose money, makes them to lose friendships and all that different stuff, be in tough positions, and, it can fucking ruin their health and life. When you do these type of things, so that's why it's the judgment, for these kind of things. You could sue somebody in court for lying on you, or it's called defamation of character, right? It's called defamation of character. You could sue them. You could hit them with a lawsuit and liable, and they'll have to pay. You get damages. You can sue them for emotional damages, emotional distress, loss of income. All right. So even in this world, Esau got a sort of protection for that kind of stuff, if you will, in the court of law, like in the business world, at least, if normal people talk shit about each other, you ain't gonna sue them up. But if a company is saying, oh, I don't know, McDonald's did some fucked up shit, they'll and they found out that it was a lie, according to the court, they'll get a bunch of money, you know. Obviously, that's what the lawsuits are about. But usually they'll settle, right? But the Lord's not going to settle no case, with the wicked man. All right. So hold on. It says, okay, so yep, read that. Slander, right? That's the word for slander, man. A whisperer is basically like a slander, man. Psalms 41 and verse 6. If he come to see me, he speaketh vanity. His heart gathereth iniquity to itself. When he goeth abroad, he telleth it. Fake, right? That's what Jake do. They fake. It says, all that hate me whisper together against me, and against me do they devise my hurt. Right? All that hate me, they do what? They whisper together against me. Right? Haters. Usually when you're great, when you're a man of substance, you're gonna have haters, man. You're gonna have people that are against you, man. Detractors, jealousy, envy, right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's part of the territory. That's why they have the saying, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? When you wear the crown, you have a lot of opposition. Look at King David, for instance. His own kinsmen trying to kill him. Saul, you know, shit. His own son, Here, so you got all these examples of the of when you at the top, you're gonna attract enemies, man. You're gonna attract people who are against you. When you're great, when you're doing your thing, as I say, because you have a lot of people in this world. The majority, like the brother had put up earlier, 2 Ezra 9:22, right? They were born in vain. I believe it says they were born in vain, man. So a lot of these people, they don't have any fucking skills or any type of like self-esteem or any type of work ethic, or so they live off of talking shit about others. They live off of like vocab, for instance. These type of niggas, they live off of us. They live off the Hebrew Israelites. They wouldn't have a fucking a platform. They wouldn't have nobody listening to them unless it was for the Israelites, man. The Israelites bring life to these people, man. The Israelites bring all the life to the people, to the Christians and all these people. They would have thrown in the towel a long time ago. They would have left the Bible altogether if it wasn't for the Hebrew Israelites, man. The Hebrew Israelites are the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? This place would have died a long time ago, man. This place would have these people would have been done, because we bring the spice, the flavor, the tequila, the guaro, the mariachi band. We bring all the substance, man, to this earth. So this is why Esau, he got us around here, serving and doing all this shit. Sing is one of the songs of Zion, right? That's why Jake is the #1 entertainer. That's how Jake gets rich. Entertaining, singing, dancing, doing backflips, putting the ball in a basket, which is entertaining, when you're athletic, you're doing all this combat sports. Jake is the one that dominates all the combat sports. He dominates all that, all the arts and crafts. Jake is the #1 artist, man. The land tribes, man. The land tribes are the #1 actors, man. The land tribes, the novellas and all that shit, man. And they also the land tribes are the music of the land tribes has taken over the world. Okay. Even this dude, the Mo, Bad Bunny, he's like bigger than the American artist, you know. Even though he's a wicked nigga, but you gotta see the impact that Jake does all over the world, man. Israel has the impact, man. These motherfuckers ain't got no impact, but that just proves we're those people. So Psalms 41:7, and all that hate me together, whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt. So they devise our hurt. They're when you, like I said, when you're great, you're gonna garner hatred. You're gonna garner backlash. You're gonna garner controversy, right? Okay, this is why these demons, they say what they say, and they do what they do. They scoff. Nobody's scoffing a Christian. And these other people. Nobody's scoffing these regular individuals that are gangsters. Nobody's telling them that they're bad for society. Nobody is cursing out these abortion clinics. Nobody's getting on these people, man, because everybody's brain dead, trying to survive, in this rat race of a system, trying to live day by day, paycheck to paycheck, trying to figure out their life. They're running from some chaos that Esau has created. Esau creates all the chaos in our countries. That's why you have refugees all over the place, because the earth ain't even safe to be around no more. Your own countries, ain't safe. You got the white man's face on the money. So nowhere is safe. Nowhere is good. Nowhere can you go and be like, damn, I'm cool over here. The curses will follow you as long as this devil's ruling. When he's gone, the curses are gonna fall on him. Deuteronomy 37, the curse is gonna fall on him when he's gone up out of rulership. And, but a lot of you niggas don't want that to happen, because you still act like niggas. You still act like demons, man. Okay, so instead of loving each other and being happy for one another, oh, look, my brother, he's doing good, man. Wow, the Lord is really dealing with him. What do? They'll try to fucking build the sepulcher for you, man. Like Matthew 23, it said that woe to you, Jerusalem, because you dig the sepulcher of prophets, tomb of the prophets, right? You have been guilty of the blood of the prophets. You slain the Lord's beloved, right? The Lord's men. Okay. And if they could, they would kill you right now. That's why the Lord's gonna have to lift up a standard, man, against these motherfuckers, because they're dangerous. Jake is a dangerous creature, man. Jake is a dangerous creature on the loose, on the prowl, man. It says Romans chapter 1 and verse 8, is not like to more knowledge. Right? You see the Israelites, they walking around the earth. None of them is serious about this truth. Like the majority of them, they're not serious about this truth. They're over there talking about, living this life, doing all this shit. They ain't none of them in a solemn spirit, man. You look at them, are they in a solemn spirit? They're in a joyful, go lucky spirit, man. The scriptures say better it is to go to the house of mourning than the house of mirth. Do they really apply these scriptures? The majority of our people know. That's why they're gonna be left behind. Because this is a serious thing to be in this truth, man. The scripture says, sanctify the Lord of hosts in your heart. Let him be your fear, let him be your dread, man. You're supposed to be scared to death of the Lord, man. You're supposed to be scared to death of the Heavenly Father and his Son, man. But see, the majority of our people, they don't give a damn. Because sentence against an evil work, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. The heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do wickedness, to do evil, to do filth, to do dirt, man. It's fully acceptable for them to just mess around, man, right? Because this white man allows it. It's a hellish condition that we're subjected to here, bro. And Jake, like a pig, want to live in the filth and continue to wallow in their mire. Like it says, verse 28, even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, All right. It's not convenient to be a whisperer, a nigga, to be a gangster, right? To be a gangster is to be a homosexual. All right. If you're in a gang, what do you do in the gang? You gossip all day about other niggas. You line each other up. All right. You go to the prison, you become bunk buddies. You know. So if you're in a gang, you're a mo, man. All right. If you're in a gang, you're a mo. All right. You become a mo. If you're in a gang, just understand that you're a mo. All right. Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth. You need to repent to a lawyer. How about you, say? You know. Ye are the salt of the earth. If the salt has lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It had thenceforth good. It has thenceforth become good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be tried underfoot of men. Yeah, that's you. That's you. You niggas, you become good for nothing, man. To be trodden underfoot. It says, verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whispers, right? So, as we read in Sirach 19, right, it says, if it be at all possible, speak not about other men's lives, right? That's a whole nigga trait, man. All right. You a whole nigga, you out there divulging secrets, brothers' secrets and shit to each other. The scripture say, rehearse, go back, Sirach 19:7, rehearse not that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fare never the worse. If you start to talk shit, and be a nigga, right, you're not gonna live without strife. It says, he that hateth babbling shall have less evil, whether it be to friend or foes, talk not of other men's lives. Even if you had a falling out with a brother, and shit, you ain't the go. Now you done clicked up with the brother, and now you telling all the inner business of that brother, man. Now obviously the name's gonna come up and shit like that, but you ain't gonna go too heavy into the details of all the personal business. Shit might happen or whatever. It's just normal that you're gonna speak about certain things, but certain things don't need to be divulged when it comes to as you're dealing with your brothers, shit. Talk not of other men's lives. If thou canst not without offense reveal them not. For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee. If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee, and be bold, and let it not burst. A fool travaileth with a word as a woman and child, right? And labor with child. Now, like I said, the only time it's acceptable for you to speak about what's rehearsed unto you between brothers is when a nigga is going off being a demon, doing some wickedness, and that's when you could, the scripture say, bring it before the congregation, right? If he would not hear thee, bring it before the congregation. Says in 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 20, it says, them that sin rebuke before all. So as a psychiatrist, because here it is, we're like psychiatrists, and the word psychiatrist just means to study the mind. So we study the mind, all right, and we understand the spirits of. It's our job to understand spirits and read spirits. So, as being as psychiatrists, right, if you will, in this world, in the legal terms, you can only divulge you can only divulge the information that's told onto you after, if it's wickedness, if you're hurting others or you're hurting yourself, right? So that's the only time it's acceptable to divulge that which is rehearsed onto you. If it's going off and it's wickedness, you could rebuke it, But other than that, you shouldn't really be too concerned with what Jake is doing in their personal lives if it's not wickedness, man. Okay, be not called a whisperer, Sirach 5. And okay, actually verse 9. Or winnow not with every wind, and go not in every way. For so doth the sinner to have a double tongue. All right, be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. Right, be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. Uh, Okay, it says, if not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Honor and shame is and talk in the tongue of man is his fault. It's his fault. Be not called a whisperer and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongued. Ooh. So cursed be the thief and the double tongue, right? So be not called a whisperer and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongued. Be not ignorant in a small thing or in a great matter or small, right? So be not called a whisperer, right? Which a whisperer is basically like a slanderer, man. It's basically like a nigger. It's an asshole, you know. Jake in this world, that's what they become, because this world is a dog eat dog world. Esau has Jake in like a crab in a barrel mentality where everybody's trying to survive. They don't give a damn about each other. As long as they're good, everybody else could go to hell, you know, in a handbasket, you know. When the Lord told you to bear one another's burdens, the Lord told you to love one another as thyself. You know, but here it is, these motherfucking people, they could care less about their own flesh and blood. Their own mamas, they sacrifice their mama for sacrifice their daddy, their kids. They don't give a shit. They pass them over to Molech. Hell, they dress them up like turkeys on Thanksgiving, like a pumpkin. Oh, look, my little baby is a bee. You know, a grown ass man. I was at the store. What was this? Walmart or some shit? Was it Walmart? I think I don't know where we was at the other day. Oh no! Oh, Market Basket. It was a Market Basket, and this little motherfucker, man. No, actually, the no, he was a big Dominican. But he was dressed like a kid, right? So but he was like 6'4". He was taller than me. Shit, he was like, but he was dressed up in a whole get up. He was dressed up in a whole freaking. He was dressed up in a whole Christmas get up, man. You know, and the whole Christmas get up with the freaking. You know, I'm like, this is a grown ass man, but this is the way of this world. You know, herein lies the way of this world. You know, you have to, look at these people, man. They are totally gone and revolted. You know, so the scripture says you should know a man by his look. You know, like you already know what kind of time these people are on, man. You know, and they are all ignorant and you know. So, anyways, going back to the point, Sirach 21 and verse 24, it says, "It is the rudeness of a man to hearken at the door, but a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace. The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them." The lips of a talker, of a babbler. That's why the scripture say, "He that hateth not much babbling." Right. The lips of a talker will be telling such things that pertain not to them. Right. Uh, these talkers, man, they just talk like a fucking woman. They talks about shit that is not edifying or wise. She spent her time talking about shit that's wicked, that's of the world, some witchcraft, some evil. And that's what these dudes have become. They walk around the earth with fucking Grinch outfits on, man. Grown ass men with Grinch outfits on, with no socks on, out in the middle of the public, man. That's how you know they don't know what time it is. What you gonna do? All hell break loose. You out there dressed like the Grinch, you know? Some nigga trying to stab you and your family, kill you for your car or something. What the fuck you gonna do, man? You gotta always be ready to fight. All right. You gotta always be ready to fight, man. You always gotta be ready for some shit to happen around you, man. Even if you die, because look, the real world, we live in this fucking bubble in this society where, people are not gonna do nothing to you because you just, mind your business. Everybody, the economy is stable somewhat, you got 911. People are not gonna hurt you, but look, we basically always on go, man. Like the Hulk. The Hulk in the movie, what was that? Was that the end game one? Yeah, the end game one. He revealed himself, or Civil War. So I think it was Civil War where he revealed himself to he could always flip it on the switch because he's always pissed off. The Hulk is always pissed off. He was like, get angry, And he was like, I'm always angry. He just transformed on spot, you know. And after that, he remained like in the green form. But basically, man, you always got to be ready to fight, man. Any fucking scenario, you got to be ready to throw down and shit. You got grown ass niggas walking around on Earth with their toes out and shit, looking like a fucking woman. Okay, I don't want to see another nigga's toes, man. All right, I don't want to see your fucking toes. This ain't Fear Factor or some shit, man. You know, here it is. Jake is on the Earth walking around here feminine, man, not ready for nothing. They're comfortable. The scripture says they're set all their leaves, man. Right? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Jake is way too comfortable in captivity. Jake is way too comfortable in this goddamn captivity, man. You know, to the point where they don't understand nothing that's about life or reality. You know, but you know, all hell's about to break loose. And they're gonna get caught out there, man, dressed like fucking Lil Nas X. You know. Sirach 21 and 25. The lips of talkers will be telling such things that pertain not unto them, but the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. See, the only ones that should be speaking are really the men of the Lord, how about Shemel Shai, because those are the words of life. The words of a simple nigga that you know is talking out his ass on you know, or the words of one of these church pastors and shit have zero weight because the Lord is not behind them. You know, the Lord has to be behind it. Okay, Isaiah 8:20 it says, to the law, to the testimony, if they speak not according to His word, is because there's no light in them. There's no light there. So if there's no light, there's no understanding. Where there's no understanding, there's no truth. Where there's no truth, there's no light, and where there's no light, there's no path to walk on. You know, there's no light, there's nothing. Okay, can't do shit in the dark. The lights go out, everybody fucking panic. Everybody panic. Oh my God, the kids are crying. Everybody's crying. You know, the Wi-Fi is gone. Oh shit, no Wi-Fi. What are you niggas gonna do with no Wi-Fi, man? You know, you can't live without no Wi-Fi, man. You know, you can't post your little selfie every 2 seconds. You know, you know. It says, verse 26: the heart of fools is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart. When the ungodly curses say, he curses his own soul. A whisperer defileth his own soul and is hated wheresoever he dwelleth. See, a whisperer will be hated. You know, a whisperer will be hated, man. A whisperer will be hated. A whisperer defile his own soul because you could bring destruction upon yourself. Okay. You could bring judgment upon yourself. You could bring wickedness upon yourself that you don't have to. The scripture says, seek not death in the area of your life. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 12. Seek not death in the area of your life. All right. You seek a death in the area of your life when you meddle in things that don't matter to you, about you. They're not, that it doesn't concern you. Okay. You try to bite off more than you could chew. You know, as a woman being out of order, you know, she trying to teach the Bible and then she get judged, or she trying to, you know, speak out of turn. And then here you go turning into a pillar of salt. Here you go turning into a white woman, you know, like Miriam. Right? Here you go fucking up yourself because you can't mind your fucking business. Meddling in other men's affairs and shit. You know, you see two men fighting, you grab one by the loins, you get your hand cut off. Right? That's the law. So you strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. Right? Let me get that. Strive not. A lot of times, man, a lot of shit, not everything has to be addressed. Not everything has to be, look, a lot of shit I see, I don't even speak about, man, because I don't give a shit. What the fuck that got to do with me? I don't give a damn. If I'm going to do the work, you know, I'm going to speak on what the Lord got me to to speak on, man. Okay. Every little thing don't have to be addressed. I could do like 150 videos on different things, you know, that I could have thought about, you know. But I get to the pertinent matters at hand, man. You know, we get to the more. The scriptures say faith, mercy, judgment. The weightier matters of the law. Right? So you know, it says Sirach 11 and Verse 6, many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, and neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Right? That's another thing too that happens a lot. I be getting pissed off when these people just be coming up interrupting us. I be getting kind of mad sometimes, but sometimes I allow it if they're sincere and shit. But sometimes, especially when these fucking women come up there talking and shit, they running their fucking mouth. I'll be having to put a stop to the shit because, they'll go on forever, interrupting and shit. At the end of the day, we ain't here to fucking listen to you. We ain't here to listen to you talk. If I wanted to listen to a dumbass talk, I would just turn on the TV and watch one of these fucking shows. I don't want to hear your ass talk. You're here to learn from us, not us from you. All right. Who the hell are you? Okay. Did you all of a sudden start to teach the scriptures or something? Who did you die and come reborn as John the Baptist or something? Because unless you one of the elder apostles or one of the brothers, you shouldn't be saying shit really to us. Especially if you're not on the highways and byways teaching diligently, faithfully, and sincerely. A lot of you niggas got a lot of opinions and shit to say, and you ain't did a goddamn thing in your life. Okay, you ain't hit the streets one day in your fucking life, and you got all this mouth, you got all this chest air in your chest and shit. You got all this helium globe chest. Now you poking your shit out like because of the shit that you did in this world. Oh, another thing too, a lot of you niggas, you boast your accolades in this world. Yeah, that shit don't mean a fuck all to the Lord. That don't mean nothing to us either. What the hell you done did in this life? Okay. What matters is what you're doing for the Lord. That's what matters. Okay, a lot of you niggas come with all your accolades and this and that. Oh, I went to this school and I went to this school and I did this and I did that. And then look, shut up, nigga. You don't know nothing. Okay. If you can't tell me what's your nationality in 2.5 seconds, you really don't know a damn thing. Okay, because that's basics. Okay, here you go. You don't know nothing about yourself, and you trying to teach somebody something. Every nigga is a fucking hood scholar. They all know everything, and you can't tell them nothing. Here it is. They don't know their ass from their elbow. They couldn't point out a map if their life depended on it. They couldn't tell you where they couldn't tell you where they couldn't tell you where Madagascar is. Where the hell is Madagascar? They don't know where the hell that is. Right, but here it is. They're gonna tell you something, man. They're gonna tell the men of the Lord something. They're gonna tell the they come up to the brothers all proud and shit, So verse 9, okay. Strive not, Sirach 11:9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by flying. Right? So meddle not with many matters. Man, mind your fucking business. Learn to mind your business. Learn to shut the hell up. Learn to speak when spoken to, in certain scenarios, man. Especially when you're around brothers and stuff like that. Another thing too, I'm gonna say, a lot of you try to make yourself equal with the brothers that have been in this truth for a long time. I seen a video. I ain't even gonna say your name and shit, but this shit was off, man. I ain't even gonna enter into this because I don't even want to deal with Jake like that right now. But he'd probably catch feelings if I said something. But now this dude did a video, right? And all the production and stuff. And he put himself with the brothers, with the elder apostles. I'm like, whoa, hold on. What the hell is this? What the? I'm like, Jake, sometimes you need to chill, bro. Cause you ain't, like you need to chill, bro. Make not thyself equal with great men, right? My son, speak when thou art spoken to, right? Sirach, actually 32. Let me go ahead and get it. All right. It says, verse Sirach 32:7. All right. It says, speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Right? If there's no need of you, shut the hell up, man. Okay, because a lot of times you babble just to talk and hear yourself talk. And you don't know a fucking thing. All right. When I came first into this truth, I didn't say a goddamn word, and the brother could attest to it. You know, the brother know, man. The brother was there in them days. All right. All right. They you know what I'm saying? It says, "Let thy speech be short, and comprehend much in few words, and be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth their tongue. If thou be amongst great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Use not many words, goddamn it. Use not many words, bro. The way of this world is to use many words, man. Is to talk too fucking much. You talk too much, man. You get yourself in trouble. Hey, what happens when you're arrested? Are we not in captivity? They tell you, what do they say? Every word that you are under arrest. Every word that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, especially if you black, especially if you a Jake, man. If you're an Israelite, you're going. Every fucking word you say, they're gonna use against you in a court of law. So you better not be threatening the authorities and that shit like that, because they're gonna say you know, you're a terrorist or some shit. You're a domestic terrorist. So the scripture say, when thou art agree with that adversary quickly whilst thou art in away with them. You know, here it is. We're in captivity. We're in bondage. All right, and use less words, man. Especially when you're amongst great men. So, like I said, sometimes Jake put themselves on too. They go too far, man. They do too much. Okay, so strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Right, my son, meddle not with many matters. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. If thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by flying. So meddle not with many matters, because at the end of the day, like I said, we don't speak on every single thing that we see and notice through the spirit, because we'll be exhausted dealing with every single thing. That's why the Lord set up so much brothers across the four winds of this here green rock, the blue and green rock of the earth, because you got brothers for everything. Brothers would touch on certain topics, that you may not be able to get to in a space of time. So 2 Timothy 2:23, but foolishness, foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they gender strifes. But the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle and unto all men, apt to teach and patient. All right, yeah, patient. And patience, instructing those that oppose themselves. Peradventure, they will come to the acknowledgement of the truth. Hopefully, they'll come to the knowledge of the truth. But at the end of the day, we have only so much patience with you niggas. After 2 or 3 admonitions, let him be a heathen man and a publican. All right. If you tell Jake, why the hell you not doing the work, and then he never gets to it, you got your answer, man. We ain't gonna sit there and beat the dead horse. All right. If Jake can't understand what we're telling them, it is what it is. All they know is Little Baby and Dirk and NBA Youngboy. Yep. And Anuel AA and Peso Pluma and freaking Osuna and all Karol G and all the rest of them, man. That's all they know, man. That's all they know. That's it. And what is it pushed in that damn culture? That is to be a nigga, to commit adultery, take other men's women, do all kind of shit. So Romans 1:29 again, being filled with all unrighteousness, right? In that culture, that damn demonic nigga culture, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whispers, right? Backbiters, a backbiter, a whisperer, a slanderer, all the above. Right? A hater of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boaster, inventor of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, right? Covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do they do them, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So they enjoy doing this shit. They enjoy being a dumbass, with all that getting understanding. You at a certain point, you got to look at all this shit and look at it and be like, hey, what the hell is this? Is not attractive, man. I don't want to be like no NBA young boy looking nigga. I don't want to fucking walk around the earth, you know, with a fucking 38, fearing for my life. With a, I don't want to go up there and have to ask a Jew for money. You know, I'm the Jew, bitch. I'm the motherfucking Jew. Who the hell are you? You know, I'm the real one. Why the hell I gotta ask you for something? You know what I mean? Well, why is it like this? Because of the curses, man. But the curse is about to be lifted. But as long as we're under the curses, they're gonna have backbiters, niggas, talkers, haters of the Most High, proud boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, not afraid to speak evil of dignities or dignitaries for that matter. All right. You are the same ones that killed our Lord. So how much more, you know, the believers, that's why it speaks about, the separation the Lord's gonna make between the wicked and the righteous. You know, the separation is being made already. It's already been shown forth. The Lord is already, he said he blinded the wicked. All right. Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. Election have obtained it and the rest were blinded. Right. They're blinded because they're wicked. And corruption maketh us nigh unto the Most High. Wisdom of Solomon 6:19, man. So because onto the plane all things are onto the holy all things are plain, so are they stumbling blocks onto the wicked. So if you didn't get this because it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. It wasn't good enough. It's a joke, you know. It wasn't good enough. You understand? It didn't make the cut. Like what's that? What's that? Diddy show? P Diddy show? Making the band. He had to make the cut, man. You gotta make the cut, man. Sirach 12 and verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. But if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet what he shall undermine thee. He will shake his hand and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Yep. How many people have fallen behind false friendships, false belief in a spouse and a woman, or in the cases men, how many situations, especially amongst our people, where Jake has found himself done dirty amongst some people that they trust, betrayed by them who they trust. That's why the Lord said, "Cursed be the double tongue and the whisper," right? Because that's a fucking evil thing, man. All right, to betray one's trust. Like Jake own mama would do them dirty. Jake own daddy would do them dirty. That's why Jake is very much traumatized in this kingdom. Jake is very much hurt. They're going through it on all sides, man. Whether they got abandoned or they never knew their parents. A lot of the times, their mama, it'd be better that you didn't know her ass. She's a evil bitch. That's a sad thing. That's a sad goddamn thing. To have to not even love your own family. You understand your own flesh and blood is a fucking demon towards you, man. Which is sad, man. And it brings one to do crazy things, man. So it says, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children, right? So yeah, enemy, Sirach 12:16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to overthrow thee, and how he will weep with his eyes. But if he finds an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he will undermine thee. And he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Yeah, you're going to start telling your secrets and shit and do all this nonsense. And more than times than not, this is describing how a woman will act right here. because an enemy speaking sweetly with her lips. She tells you she love you. Oh, I do this and that for you. Blah blah. She even has sex with you, man, and she'll even have your kids. She'll have your kids, and then she'll fucking take you to divorce court and drag you through the mud and do all this crazy shit, man. And she has your flesh and blood. She'll have 2 or 3 of your sons, or 4 or 5 of them, who knows? And she'll still go up there and drag you through the mud. All the shit that y'all did together, you did all kind of shit for her. She did all kind of shit for you. That shit don't mean a damn thing to her. What is she doing? She's trying to fuck you. Because she's hurt, or because you got another woman or something like that, or because whatever, man. But she speaks sweetly with her lips, right? And her heart, she imagine how to throw you into a pit, how to fuck you up. Okay. From the moment you meet her, does she really love you, or is she just trying to get some out of you? That's damn near all the. That's why the scriptures speak about who a pity a charmer that is bitten by the serpent. All right, because a lot of the times, man, Jake knows what the fuck they're getting into, man. They date these stripper hole models, and they know that they're gonna get drugged through the mud, but they go ahead and do it anyways. Like this Brittany Renner hoe, she didn't locked up the PJ Washington kid. All of the Mellow Ball kids, all of them LeVar Ball kids, all of them are with some stripper hoe, and they all got the stripper hoe pregnant. Lonzo was the first, then the LaMelo, the other dude followed suit. What's his dude's name? LiAngelo. And then LaMelo followed suit too, because he's dating Anna Montana, whatever the bitch name is, Hannah Montana. Well, she's a plastic little Barbie thing that he picked up. He done got her pregnant too, I believe. I don't know, But this is the way of the world, man. So these are what these women do. They throw you into the pit. He weep with his eyes. They weep, oh, they'll cry, oh, don't leave me, don't leave me, oh, don't leave me. Seeing how this is describing what a woman would do, because a woman is the most fucking treacherous thing that you could possibly find. All right. The most fickle thing, but it's also the most beautiful thing that you could find. A woman, a good woman. It's like the most beautiful fucking thing you could find. The scriptures say her price is above rubies. All right. But anyway, it says so this is what Jake got to deal with. That's why they're going on passports, to taking passport trips, and they're taking. I'm so tired of seeing these videos. I'm tired of it. I don't. They're over there in other lands. Living it up. I'm like, okay, Jake, but okay, you're still a slave, all right? But I'm tired of seeing Sosa's paradise and Thailand and this and that. Oh, dating while black in Denmark. Okay, nigga, all right. How many videos are these niggas gonna make? Damn. But none of these niggas are praising the Lord. None of them are. They're just. Oh yeah, we dated. Yeah, we understand. You could go places and get some pussy. I mean, you come with American dollars. Understand that. Look. Let me say another thing too about these passport boys and these people. All right. When you go over there, nigga, they just looking for you as a dollar sign, right? Like, do you think, like, because you got to understand, this is why it's good to put these women to the test, because you gotta make sure she really love you, yo. You gotta understand, like, does she really love me, man? Because you go to these other fucking places, man, and here it is, you go with this money. Of course they're gonna want you, man. Sucky long time, you know. Of course. Oh yeah, you taking all this. It's like disingenuous, because we know that you're going over there with this American money, and they know that you think you're going over like this player. They're playing you. You over there helping them. Okay, you're not a player just because you go over there and you got some boxing shit over there. And I could get all these women. Of course you can, man. They live in fucking poverty, man, for the most part out there. Okay, it's not that hard. Okay, because they want you to take them back over here. You'll be a dumbass to take them back over here, because once they step foot here, they're gonna change up on you quick and in a hurry. They're gonna switch up. They're gonna get their papers, and then they probably gonna fuck around and maybe start being a bitch with you. All right, they're gonna start acting like an asshole to you because of this society. All right, and the way they are. So okay, so yep. They will weep for you, and if you find opportunity, they will not be satisfied with blood. They want to run you to the mud for all you have. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find them there first. The first one in your adversity. Though he pretend to help thee, though he pretend to love you, he will undermine you, right? She'll undermine you, and he will clap his hands and clap his hands and shake his head and whisper much and change his countenance, right? Change your countenance. To whisper much, she'll start telling everybody that you didn't know what you was doing in the bedroom, that you was this and that. Oh, I never liked him anyways, man. Yeah, his shit was small. Boom, boom, boom. That's how that is exactly what they'll do. Likewise, a man that you have a falling out with, right? Start telling your secrets, man. But the scriptures say what? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So the wickedness of what a man would do is very little compared to what a woman would do to you. All right. She will try to destroy your character. She will try to, demolish everything. She'll go to the voodoo doctor and put voodoo curses on you, man. Like this is what we're talking about, man. This is why, like, I need to. This is the reality, and this is the sadness of the bitterness of the pill to swallow. That's why most people they want to consider the truth. They just want to just live in their fucking lie and folly and believing that the world is a beautiful place and everything's gonna be better. And fuck it, it is what it is, right? We're all gonna die anyways one day, right? We're trying not to die. I would prefer not to die, man. If it would be at all possible. Real quick, Second Corinthians 12, and again, it says verse 19. Again, think you that we excuse ourselves unto you. We speak before the Most High and Yahweh Shai, but we do all things dearly beloved for your edifying. It says, for I fear lest when I come, I shall not find you as I would, and that I should be found unto you as ye would not, lest there be debates, envying, wraths, strifes, backbitings, whisperings, swellings, or tumults. And least when I come again, my God will humble me among you, that I shall bewail many which have sinned already, and have not repented of the uncleanness and fornication and lasciviousness which they have been committed. All right. So, yeah, that's all evil, man. All right. Debates, envyings, wrath, strife, backbiting, whispering, swellings, tumults. All right. That's unclean. That's fornication, and that's lasciviousness. All right. At the end of the day, that's what that is. Okay. So again, Sirach 28 and 13. Cursed be 12 actually. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit on it, it shall be quenched. And both of these come out of thy mouth. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, right? So that's blowing the spark, right? Or that's spitting on it, right? So it could be quenched. All right. Live, if it all be at all possible, live it peaceably with all men. It says verse 13. Curse the whisper and the double tongue, for such have destroyed many that were at peace. A backbiting tongue have disquieted many and driven them from nation to nation. Strong cities have they pulled down and overthrown the houses of great men. A backbiting tongue hath cast out virtuous women and deprived them of their labors. Whoso hearken unto it shall never find rest and shall never do it quietly. That's right. So the scripture say, abstain from strife, and thou shalt diminish thy sins, for a furious man will kindle strife. A wicked nigga. Or curse the whisper and double tongue, for they have destroyed such as be at peace. So, with that, a call like how Bahashim, Yahushai Bahashim, or Kakodash, the bonds to the apostles and elders of great millstone, peace. Salutation to the elect. Shalom.